third race of the Europa League, ESR Europa League, aka Super League. We're here today, as you can see, Sardegna A. I quite like this track. I know a lot of the racers in here are quite keen on this track as well. So fingers crossed we should have a good race today. Sorry, just checking, make sure the stream's working. Yeah, so let's have a little look. I'll just tell the boys that I'm live. Guys and ladies, should I say. And then, yeah, we'll see how we go. Some of you obviously watched last week's race. You know, great race. You had Moz, Lee and Cal all together most of the race. Cal made a little mistake, you know, spun it coming off the last corner, which left just Lee and Moz to battle it out up the front. They continued battling until the very last lap, where Lee picked up the win. It was a great win for her. She's done a good job, and you know, anything can happen, like we said last week as well. I'll quickly just go through the leaderboard with you at the minute, just to show you how close it is. In first place we've got Morris, then O'Grady, Lee's in third, Morgan, Omran, Brockner, Bennington's in seventh, then we've got Icklepants, Thomas, Clements, Batika, Creed, Bogdanovic, Panos and Panis finishing up at the rear. As I said, anything can happen. Lee jumped from, I think she was last or second to last after the first race. Obviously got a brilliant win the last race. She is now up into third, actually joint second points with O'Grady, because unfortunately he missed last week's race. As you see him just joining in now. So let's have a quick look at see what sort of times we're looking at, who's out on track. Just get the right information up. Display all. There we go. Let's see how we get on. Go from there. Oh, hello RA Heatseeker. Good evening to you as well, sir. New sub supporting RA Lee. Yeah, fair play. We like a bit of support for the racers when they're going around. I'll shout Lee out. She's doing a great job at the minute. Fair play to her. Yeah, evening Mr. Pants. Nice to see you. Looking for a bit better race from you tonight, please, sir. I think we're missing one, which is Dennington. I believe he couldn't make it last minute, which unfortunate. He was doing, you know, had a bit of an up and down race last race, so it would have been good for him to score some points here. But this should be a good race. I'm hoping this will be a good race. And if I just quickly flick through, there's Gutter Punk. David last week again had a good race. He battled his way through the pack. To be fair, he started off I believe it was 9th or 10th. Got mixed up in the big battle at the beginning. Battled his way through, and I believe he finished 4th in the end. So we'll be looking for him tonight to see what he can do. You know, setting a good time at the minute, 1:41.2, which is not too bad at all. These boys, I know Inky Holmes loves this track. I think it's one of his favourite tracks. So he should be ready to put on a good show tonight as well. There's R.A. Lee, should I say. She's got fans watching tonight, so hopefully she can do them proud and have a good race. As I said last week, it was between the three of them to start with. They've done a good job. R.A. Chris, hello mate, nice to see you. Yeah, good luck to R.A. Lee as well. Yeah, again, like I said, just saying she's she done a brilliant job last week, so she should be looking to capitalise. They did do a little practice race round here, and she was quite quick on the practice as well. So I know she's got the pace. But again, it's the Super League. You know, they've all got the pace. All of these guys on here have got the pace to win this race, or win any race really. I think pretty much all of them are league winners of some description, whether that be ESR, like FTR, Rusty. There, he recently won their British Touring Car League. You've got Memorexis, he's just come up from the second league of ESR, he's now in the top league in the Supercars. Same with BBA Boss, he was as well. Obviously Equal Pants, MVP, I'm sure he's won multiple races, and again, any given day, he's got the legs to do it. You've got Moz, who's, I forget how many leagues this man's won. He is the wizard of the Welsh, the Gandalf of the Welsh as we call him. He's always, very rarely has mistakes. I think he made a little mistake on the curb, which probably made the last lap or so a bit easier for Lee last week, but other than that, it's fairly good. And again, the Damien Black, he's been a little bit unlucky so far. I think he had a couple of incidences the first week. Chicane of Death didn't help him. Last week, again, I think he had a couple of issues. No fault of anyone really. Again, shit happens. Real Ozman, he's the leader. He's the man that set all of this up. You know, it's his baby. He's the one that's done all the hard work, along with Nick at ESR. Top guy. Again, he'll be super quick. God's Gift John, again, he's won the first leagues, Clio leagues in ESR, and as I was saying that, let's get ready for a bit of quali. Hey, no Fletch, yes buddy, in the comms, I need you as a little extra next week if you're free. You can be my co-host with the most. But here we go, starting on quali. I will get out to who's in front at the minute. I can find it. Nature, BB Boss. I don't know, who's out in the front? I don't know. Oh, there you go, sorry. Confusing myself a little bit then. Yeah, Equal Pants is out the first block. What I'd try and do is tend to go with the first person out the blocks. You know, they're going to be the first ones, obviously, that set the time for the rest to beat. So we'll have a little watch of Equal Pants now as he's doing his warm-up lap, and see how they get on. I think I will double check as we go through quali, but I think everybody's on softs. They do have to run the mediums at some point. Which does seem to be kind of where they're winning and losing races. A couple of times people have gone for a really short stint on the mediums, but it's left them either running really, you know, worn out softs towards the end of the race, or they've had to do an extra pit stop because of fuel. Last week a couple of people run half the tank and then done the mediums. A couple of people ran the full tank in the mediums. There's a couple of different, you know, strategies going on to see what works best really. So here comes Equal Pants just coming up to go across the line. Yes, Heat Seeker, yeah, super quick drivers in this race, in this league. To be honest, that's why I keep calling it the Super League. They're definitely out of my depth, that's for sure. Although I've raced with quite a few of these. They're all league winners in their own right, sand race winners, so you know there's no slow drivers as such. So see Equal Pants going off on his first quali lap. this important corner. You get a good run out of that corner, takes you all the way up the hill. You know, good amount of miles per hour more than the person behind you. But again, this is all speeds track. This is so slipstream is key. Icklepant's obviously out on his own at the minute. He might just be setting a bank a lap, and then he's going to try and find a bit of slipstream. Hopefully, I don't want to go back too far. Oh, I see, all these boys are they're all on quick laps now. I know you want slipstream, but that's probably a little bit too close for comfort when you're trying to set a fast lap. Well, Carol looks like he's lagging a little bit there. Yeah, a bit too close for comfort, really. You see Icklepant's on the map there, top right, just come up into this last little corner. Really, it's not really a corner, but here he comes along the start finish straight. See what time he's going. 1:41.4. Did see quicker than that in practice. No, yeah, BBA boss, both of their boys. Cal's gone quicker, thick and fast. Look, all them, all 140, all 141s, 147s. Have a quick run down this time now as we go through it. Yeah, Caliper's on there, top of the pack, 40.5. Then you've got 41 flat for Cal. Memorex, brilliant time there. He's had a little incident by the look of things, but yeah, 141's a brilliant time. BBA boss again, 141.4. 41.45 for Inky. Icklepant's again on his own. I think literally, look at that time in there. Milliseconds between Icklepant's and Inky. 145, 141.5 for Damien Black. 41.7. 42, so see, then you're dropping down to people that are caught up in that group, I reckon. Lee there, she'll be wanting to get out of this. There, she's gone round, I think she hasn't stopped, but she's given herself a good gap there. Just put in some quick laps now, get her head down. Again, these lads, I know Slipstream's going to pull everyone together a bit, but they need to make sure they're giving themselves a good amount of racing room. Or quali room, basically. They don't want to be racing people during quali. But they've got a couple of them there. Rusty, Real Osman still in that pack. V-Man in that pack now. Coming to the bottom. A couple of them pulling across. 49 for BBA Boss is improved. 41.4 for Oz is improved. 41.0 V-Man, he's improved. These guys have all stayed out. A couple of them have dipped into the pits, put on new softs. Obviously slightly lower fuel wear as well now. Again, if you get out, get a good bit of slipstream. 141.2 for Gutter Punk. So it's close. This again, same as last week. There is not a lot in it at all from the front to the back of the pack. You're talking, you know, hundreds of a second. Thousands of a second, I apologize, sorry. So we're doing well. Just watching Cal come around here now. He's on a split time. He had a good first qualifying lap. He stayed out. He missed out last week. He unfortunately couldn't make it, so he'll be looking to grab some points back. Although even though he didn't make it, he's still got a good point score. I think he's joint second with Lee, both on 22. Moz is on 30 points. You know, so there's only 7 points in it. So there's all to play for. And again, like I said, the rest of the group are not far behind either. There you got Cal Real Osman putting himself in second, 40.8, great time. V-Man 40.8, fractions behind Oz. You've got Cal still doing a good job. Osman's pulled over to the side there, giving himself a bit of space. Getting a couple more just into the pits. These boys are all doing a good job. 40.8 there for Carl. Fuel's coming down, tyres are nice and warm. He's on purple sectors as well. V-Man saying sorry. Yeah, I was saying sorry to V-Man. Must have had a little comment together. It looked like Oz was going slow. I'll just see what's going on. R.A. Lee, sorry, 41.3. Good time, puts her up into 8th. She should get another 1 lap, maybe 2 laps in. She's lucky. As we're watching Cal here. He does definitely look like he's lagging. Just running off slightly wide there. He was setting purples, but that little mistake might have cost him a quicker lap. We'll just watch him as he comes down onto the start-finish straight now. Thank you, Deno. Sorry you're not here, mate. As I said earlier, unfortunately Deno can't race tonight. I hope everything's alright. As you see, Cal then obviously went over the line, 141.0. He was on purples, a slight mistake going through the uphill chicane. Just got a bit too much, got the grass. Everyone should now be coming across, 1 more lap left. Rusty sticking it in there, 140.8. Moz, it's 141.4. Struggling a tiny bit for Moz. It's not, he looks like he's had quite a messy qualifying by his standards. Yeah, 42, then 59 and then 43. That was his quickest lap so far out of 5 laps. Lee's there, 41.0. This is how close it is. I'm looking at sort of 13th and 14th, and they are a second off of the leader. So you've got 14 drivers all within a second of each other, lap times. Sorry. Is it in Holmes and Moz? There's also on a go, so something going on with him. So I just watched Moz. Everyone's the time is up now, so people will be coming over, finishing off their final laps. 40.5 for Cal. So we're just watching Moz now. Coming up to the hairpin for the end. He was on a quicker lap. 40.7 for Icklepants. Sticks himself up in 3rd for the time being. 40.0 for Caliber. Knocked it out. Rusty's in 2nd. And Moz sticks it in there. 147. At 5th at the minute. Sorry, Inky Holmes again just behind him. Set a quicker time. Look at that. Amazing. 0.2, 0.2, 0.1, 0.6, 0.18, 0.7. We have Lee, 140.6. She stuck herself right in there at 4th. I told you she was going to come good. There's no slouch around this track. I believe, let's have a look, we'll go down the list. Again, look, all in the high 40s. V-Man finished his laps. I believe everyone's finished. Got a Punk still running. I don't know how well he's done it. He can't be on a quick lap, surely. No, he must have just come out of the pits. Yeah. Oh, well, that was super close qualifying times. There we have Caliber, Rusty, Cal, Lee, Inky, Moz, Icklepants. Top 8. Right, have a swig of drink before we start. Right, good luck everybody. Let's have a good race. There we go, yeah, Icklepants, Osman in 8th. Crazy. Like I said, all within a second there, Heat Seeker. So here we get ready to go. And they're all off. We're all getting a good start down the line. Caliber's managed to keep first position off the line there. Rusty and Lee. Lee, I think, jumped up a place. Cal's gone down one. All coming down into this first corner. Keep it all nice and tidy. Oh, everyone seems alright. There's someone slightly just touching the grass there. But all through safe and sound. You've got V-Man battling Moz. You've got Lee, Cal, Inky Holmes just on the back of Cal there as well. This is where it's they're going to all group together down this bits. Great line there. Inky's slightly a bit wide. It might give Equal Pants to run up the hill on him. You've got Inky, you've got Moz just behind, V-Man, Oz, Damien Black, Memorexis, BBA Boss, Gossip John, Gutter Punk right down the back. He's had a couple of issues. I'm sure he qualified higher than there. As we get back up to this group. Ozman looking up the inside of V-Man, seeing if there's any gaps there. Not quite. V-Man's managed to keep the pace. Ozman's got to watch backwards as well. Got Damien Black all over the back of him. As we get a little break up there to Moz, I think where V-Man's defending. But again, watching Equal Pants thinks about a move on Inky. Oh, Inky parks it on the apex there. Equal Pants got nowhere to go but into the back of him. Whoa, Damien Black coming out the corner. I didn't see if he hit the grass or did he hit the curb. Oh, where's he gone? Oh, he's all the way down here. Come on, Damien. Come on, mate. Long race. Still got 58 minutes to go. Let's shift back up to this little battle going on here. Ozman, he's still looking way past V-Man. Oh, V-Man's outbroke himself. He's in the gravel. He nearly took Moz out as well. So close that was. All the pressure Ozman put on him. V-Man scared. Outbroke himself. Done well not to take Moz out in the process though. And this Chick up here, we're just getting back to this battle now. You've got Cal, Equal Pants and Inky Holmes. They're all battling together here. Looking at 4th, 5th and 6th at the minute. Cal again slightly wide. Inky Holmes much better hook up on that corner that time. All battling. As you look just in front of us, you've got Lee and Rusty side by side going up the hill. Lee's got the inside line. It's all about the braking. Rusty brakes slightly later. Great corner from the outside there, Rusty. Right, Lee's still there. I had to brake slightly harder just because she was on the inside line to make the apex for that corner. Give Rusty the opportunity to outbrake her and go around the outside. You can't mess about though. You've got Caliber up in first place. Currently a second in front. Don't want to mess about too much. If he gets a gap in front of you, you're never going to catch him up. You've got to keep in his slipstream. But these lot are all doing a fantastic job. Equal Pants has got past Inky Holmes, I think, on the run up the hill. I'm just going to watch this. Lee attacking Rusty again, coming down into the first corner. Nope, she thinks about it, just backs off a little bit, takes a go. Oh, Cal, get off that sand there, mate. Cal just dipping the wheel over into the sand. But Lee doing the right thing there. Like I said, don't want to battle too much because you're just going to let Caliber run away with it. If you can, keep up with each other and slipstream and stay. What are they? 1.3 seconds behind him now. So there'll be a good job to catch him back up and keep up with him. To quickly flick back to these battles going on here. The Equal Pants, like I said, got past Inky Holmes. He's made a little bit of a break now, try and get back onto the back of Cal, who's there with Lee and Rusty. Not far away at all. And then you've got this big, again, tail. I'd say 4 cars, really 5 cars maybe, if you're including BBA bosses there. surprised by Moz's lap time on his qualifying. He did look like he had 4 or 5 bad laps. He usually just gets out and blasts it out in the first or second lap, but he's... Oh, someone's screeching. Oh, all coming together at the back there. I think it's God's gift John. Memorexis caught Damien Black again. He's having a bit of bad luck with people catching him. You know, no fault of theirs, but yeah, it's just wrong place, wrong time. God's gift John, half-second penalty. He must have cut the corner or maybe a barrier penalty. Shouldn't really be going for the move if got a penalty though. You're supposed to be burning it out whenever you can. Alright, let the stewards deal with that, nothing to do with me. There we have V-Man after his late braking incident. As we work our way back up, these boys, BBA boss, you know, he's still there. He's only 0.7 off the back of Oz. Then he's got a group of sort of 3 or 4 cars in front of him. If he can keep up with these lads, he'll do quite well. Come the end of the race, obviously you're going to have the pit strategies come into it. Everyone, I believe, is on softs. Oh, Moz is going up the inside, looking the inside of Inky Holmes. He's got to be careful though. He might have left the door open there for Oz. The 3 Welsh boys together, brothers in arms. But hopefully they won't be nothing stupid. They'll race with each other every single day. No, I wouldn't be surprised they'll get one of them to the front. Was a little tap on Inky, but no harm done. Pulls over right out the way. He just wants to take his line, carry on racing. Inky on the inside. These boys get slipstream. Again, like I said, they can't mess about. You've got BBO Boss right beside. Inky goes on the defensive. Moz has probably got the speed down the outside. I can just see, sorry, in the left corner, Rusty's dropped to 2nd to 4th, I apologise. Yeah, Moz makes that corner from Inky, he had the steam. I'll just jump up to these lads here, or these guys and girls, sorry. Lee there in 2nd, she's got past Rusty. And then you've got Rusty, Cal, and Icklepants all together now. Yeah, I see that, Shadow. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think maybe he's either had a contact with Lee or gone sideways a little bit at some point, but he's dropped himself back to 4th. That's given Lee the chance to you know, get some clear air. She set her fastest lap on the last lap, so she's you know, turning up the pace to say. Caliber's 3 seconds down the road at the minute, but again, it's all to play for. This is a bit of a tricky circuit sometimes, being high speed. This section here can quite easily catch you out. Yeah, it is a tough job. It's like you've got to have eyes everywhere in your head, but hopefully I'm doing a good job. Like these lot on here. Again, this is the Super League. They are ridiculously quick. I try to get everyone in as much as I possibly can, or catch the battles. It's difficult. Let's see, they're all doing, 40.8, so Lee's doing a steady time now. I say steady, super quick but steady. Stemming that gap to Caliber. You've got Cal and Rusty still at it. Icklepants dropped off slightly. He was right on the back of these two, or the back of Rusty anyway. I think he's had an issue at some point, but he seems to have got his act together. Cal going slightly wide coming off that corner. It's tricky there. You want to get as much pace as possible, but you dip the tyre into that grass, it just wants to spit you out in any direction, it feels like. He's doing a good job there in 3rd. You see Moz is broken away just in the background from Inky Holmes and the real Oz man. He's turning on the pace as well. Give him a couple of laps, depending if something happens to Lee's lot. He should be on the back of Icklepants. Whoa. Such a dangerous corner, that one. Rusty's having a quick look up the inside. Don't think he's going to go for the move, just showing Cal, look, I'm here, mate. No messing about. Let's get going. Equal Pants caught back on onto the back of Rusty now. He's got the slip down the straight. Might get a double slip because Rusty's got slip off of Cal as well. We'll watch this battle down into the first corner. Cal's gone defensive. He's left Rusty on the outside. Whoa, Cal sideways into there. Rusty's had to let off a little bit. Let's give a Nickel Pants the inside line. He's gone up the inside. Oh, will he get two? No, well held. Rusty's hung it round the outside. Oh, Cal's gone wide. Oh, that's not what you need. Oh, fantastic racing by Rusty and Nickel Pants there though, side by side for 2 or 3 corners. You know, door to door. Brilliant racing. Cal, unlucky, like I said, that bit there, you just get on that bit of grass and it does want to just chew you up. You know, these two managed to both get past him, which they've done. You know, no dramas. Let's put Cal into the back of Moz now though. That's gonna, either Cal's gonna bring him up straight up to where Nickel Pants is. I'm just gonna go bringing these 4 together. Just quickly flip back because I've just noticed that Inca Holmes, where's he gone? He was battling up here with Oz BBA boss. Inky Holmes 13th. Something's happened there. I don't know what's going on. Damien Black pulling over to the left. Can't see no damage. So whatever's happened, he's managed to get rid of the damage. He was battling there with Oz and BBA boss catching him up. He's had an incident. He's stuck him back in 12th. He'll be kicking himself. Yeah, I think it must have been Inky, because like I said, he was right up with the leading group. There we go. We've got Gutter Punk again. He's doing well. He's come from he was last. He's battled his well through a couple of mistakes. Gosgift John just pressuring him there into these set of corners. Gutter Punk had the inside for there and he's made it stick. Memrex, this is right on the back of Gosgift John now. Oh, okay, I see. Thanks for that, Shadow. As I go back, sorry, Gutter Punk's made a break for these two. Memrex, this is now all on the side of Gosgift John going up the hill. He should have the inside line, but like we saw earlier on, sometimes it's not the best line. If the person on the outside can outbrake you. Memrex has made it stick though. Inky Holmes is there. He's on the back of Gosgift John now. He's picked his pace back up. I will just see what that time. Yeah, 49. So again, he should be. He'd be wanting to get past these really. As you see, they're all fairly quick. We don't want too many battles. Most of them are about coming up to quarter of a tank, maybe half a tank. Gutter Punk's doing well with his fuel. A couple of others. Heatseek, Shadow, I reckon we could give this lot a run for their money. Fair play to you, mate, if you can. As I said, they're quicker than me. As I'm gonna just quickly go back up. Let's see what these boys are doing. Sorry, back here. Oh, Memrex, let's give Gutter Punk a slight touch there. They're stuck in wide, that's unfortunate. Gutter Punk bouncing off the barriers. Memrex is waiting, fair play. Give the man a round of applause. It's you know, it happens sometimes, but fair play to Memrex. He's a fair racer. He's waited. Inky Holmes seems like he's backing off as well. Is he backing off or what's going on? Oh, Gosgift John, he's spun it. Oh, they're all falling. All touching. I bet he touched the grass with back wheels. They are all falling. Like I said, this track is it's fun when you get it right, but you touch any of them bits of grass, or you know, coming out of here, you get a bit too much on the pedal and you're spinning round. And let's make my way back up through here. Real Ozman now on his own, 1.5 to Moz, 1.3 behind BBA, and let's get back to this group up at the front here. As I said earlier on, Cal had Moz on the back, pulling him. They're all coming towards it. Pants. And you've got Rusty just up in third, 1.6 in front. Nah, not quite the commentator's turf. Just flicked on with that. It's unlucky. This, as you probably know, the track's the track is tricky sometimes. But here we go again, still battling here for fourth. Moz has got a good run there on the back of Cal. Cal's gone defensive now, coming into these sets of corners. If Moz can keep it round the outside, he should have the steam to go a better run out. As they're going up the hill, Cal's gone very defensive. Oh, Moz has pulled it to the inside now. He could try. Cal left in the gap, but Moz not quite enough speed to put the car in the gap. But great racing though, all the same. You know, being aware of who's around you. Just leaving the car's width for someone, just if they're there, they're looking for the overtake. Let's go back up towards these boys now. Pants. Rusty in third. He's made his gap. You know, he's doing good. So we've got Lee. Seems to be fan favourites at the minute. Got a lot of RA supporters in the chat on the YouTube. Like I said earlier on, doing a great job. When she done the practice round here, she started off slow, but yeah, the pace was definitely on point. Still, you know, slightly behind Caliber. This man is he's out there. He's unreal. Races NLR. The man is a beast. He's just look at them lap times. Oh, dickhead. Yeah, look at the lap times. All 140s, 140s, 142, 147, 143, 140. You know, so quick, so quick. He's brilliant, on point every lap. Again, like I said, Lee, she's made her break for it. She's a good second. You know, just start to look at the fuel and tyre wears now. Lee's got a little bit less fuel. Tyre wear's not as bad as Caliber's, I've noticed, on front right. They're all running about quarter tank. Oh, Cal on the grass. He's definitely having a couple of moments tonight. He keeps touching that grass. He's in here. He's allowed Moz past him, and you know, Ozman now is right behind him. Again, as I was saying, a lot of these are down to quarter of a tank. Someone's going to have to bite the bullet soon. It's going to be the first of the pitters. Last week, the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I forget, my brain's gone dead. What's the word when you pit earlier? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, when they pitted earlier, the undercut, that's it. They tried to do the undercut. It seemed to work quite well. Come out on fresher tyres, even though if it is the mediums. As you're just saying that, you know, Cal's managed to get back past Moz and then a little set of corners. Yeah, cheers Shadow, my brain stopped working. Cal's just got back there into fifth. Yeah, cheers everyone. Sorry, I can see all the comments coming through on YouTube now. Yeah, sorry, my brain went totally blank. That's, yeah, the undercut, it does seem to work quite well. Again, Moz going slightly wide there. He's definitely missing his braking point on that turning, on that corner. Again, just waiting to see. We've got a couple of close battles. Everyone's sort of steadied down a bit. Cal's got his little gap in front. Cheers, fellow. Cal's got his gap now, 1.2. We see Lee come into the pits. She's the first to pit. Rusty as well. A little bit more fuel, but this is where it gets interesting, where it starts to get into strategies. Are they going to come out softs? They're going to come out mediums, full tank, half tank. There's been quite a few going on. I will stay with these two because I want to see what they're going to come out on. See, both going to fill up. It looks like it at the minute. They're both had their tyre changes. Gutter Punk was on the mediums. Yeah, there you go. Lee out on the softs, mediums. Where's Rusty? Rusty's come out on the mediums, full tank. Or just under a full tank. Split the strategies. Unfortunately, Lee's come out in traffic, but Memericks, just fair play to him. He got out of the way there. He knew that Lee's much faster than him. She's just come out the pits, fresh tyres. They're at different parts of the race. But yeah, I did not notice that Gutter Punk was on mediums. So he's done his medium stint now. He's on fresh set of softs, full tank. Although he's in last and a fair old whack behind Rusty. You know, you can't think about that now. Requirements, softs and mediums, you've got to run, it doesn't matter how many laps you do on either, but you have to run both. So if you could do the whole race on softs and then come in one lap and do one lap on mediums, it's totally up to you. It seems to be the quickest way, the best way so far I've seen is softs, full tank mediums, change the softs and do the last stint. 3 20-minute stints, as we see the top lot all pit other than the Osman stayed out. Yeah, he's got another lap of fuel. He's doing well for his tyres. Damien Black as well, he's staying out. Just surprised that he's running on fumes by the look of it. But it's going to be interesting to see now. Where's Caliber? He's out of the pits. We've got Lee. She's going to be about 5-6 seconds behind him maybe. Rusty's there 3.5 seconds down the road. Ickle Pants, here he comes out. He's on the mediums. He's changed to the mediums now. So him and Rusty are going to be about on the same pace. Although Rusty's got his mediums, one lap in now, warmed up. There's these two boys, both on the mediums, both full tank. Process resumes, as they say. One following the other. BBA Boss as well, there you go, mediums, full tank. Inky Holmes, he's stuck the mediums on, but he's gone 3/4 tank, so he'll be pitting slightly earlier. There's 4 races. This is the 3rd race, and no, they're staying in the FTR for the whole league, Mr. Heatseeker. So this is the 3rd round. There's one more after this, which I believe is Spa. If you give me 2 seconds to check my phone. I see Osman coming in to the pits. Yeah, Spa's the last race, which will be obviously next Saturday. So let's have a go. Osman and Damien both into the pits. V-Man's still staying out. He's done very well on his fuel. As we see Lee and Rusty coming up the start finish straight. Osman's back out. Half tank onto the mediums. See, this is what I'm saying about strategy. He's got half a tank. He's put himself right back into the mix there in 5th. on the mediums, so he's on the same tyres as Rusty and Ickle Pants behind him, but a lot less fuel. So he's either going to try and fuel save as much as he can on the mediums, so he's going to come in and pit. You see we're coming up to half race distance now, you know, for 34 minutes. We're not far from half race distance, so you're expecting at least the ones that are filled up with a full tank, they're going to have one more pit stop. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's go back to the times. Yeah, Rusty's 5 seconds behind Lee. Like they said, don't fit, these lot are all on mediums. You see Lee's done the same as she has before. Soft, she's coming up behind us, you know, coming behind V-Man. Hopefully he doesn't hold her up too much. They're on different parts of their race. V-Man, he's still got a decent amount of fuel in there, but his tyres are gone. You know, surely he's got to know that Lee's on a quicker race than him. That's it. Just you should just no, there's no point battling with her. Just let her go. Yeah, well done. Just let her race. She's on the faster tyre. Different parts of the race to V-Man. You know, the clever thing is just to let them go, let them get on with it. You carry on with what you're doing. You know, you can always battle later on in the race, when you're all coming towards the end. But here we are watching Rusty. He's still 0.9 in front of Ozman, who's slotted himself out there in a good position. He's about a quarter of a tank less than the two boys around him. Ickle Pants slightly more fuel than Rusty. Let's go back. You see Moz there. I don't know where, again, I think I've probably missed something because Carol was right there with Moz. Let's flick back now. Oh, Carol going sideways just as I flick the camera to him then. I think he's had another moment. Which he's had a couple already this race, just dipping the rear wheel onto the grass. You see him there going sideways. He's definitely pushing, he's definitely pissed off with himself for one reason or another. He's pushing that car into the corners as quick as he can. Got a punk in 11th. He's on the softs. He's done his medium stint already, so he's got this stint on softs, the last stint on softs. So there's plenty of time now to make them, the second you lose for being on the mediums, back up again. He's got Inky Holmes behind him on the mediums, setting a good pace though. He's in front of God's Gift John. He's on softs, 1.5 seconds to Gutter Punk, 1.3 to God's Gift behind. But again, doing a fantastic job on the mediums there. As we switch down, got Memorex just running up in 14th. He had that unfortunate coming together. I believe it was with Damien Black earlier on. Coming down into these corners. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was V-Man. But yeah, unfortunately, he had a coming together. To go back up these, Damien Black, I think he must have short fueled on his mediums. He's got less than half a tank. Pitted 2 laps to go, so yeah, he's definitely short fueled. Yeah, so again, between you've got him, Ozman, who's further up the field here, currently in 6th. Ickle Pants has just got past him there, going up the hill. Again, both of these two, both on mediums, but they don't want to take too much time out of each other. You've got Rusty just up in front, again catching up to a V-Man. Hopefully he's looking in his mirrors now. He can see these lads catching them up. Hopefully they race nice and clean and get through these next couple of laps. V-Man, is he doing? He's still staying out. He's running on fumes, but he's done. He's up to the halfway mark on one lot of fuel. That's it. He's giving Rusty the inside. He's letting Rusty have it there. You got Icklepants. Oh, Icklepants stepping the back end out. Sorry, just taking a drink. Yeah, you're getting all sideways coming out of that corner. That little bit of, you know, it's giving Real Ozman the opportunity to gain them couple of seconds, half milliseconds back, right on the back of him again now. Both take that corner, it's fantastic. V-Man just rubbing off the barrier. I think that's what we saw Gosgift John do earlier, but unfortunately he caught the grass. Coming up the hill, Icklepants, that's it, V-Man, let him have it. But both of these should do. V-Man here, if he stays out wide. Icklepants is there. Watch out, V-Man. Oz right next to you. Yeah, well done lads, great racing. Yeah, it's never nice being overtaken no matter where you are in the race, but you know, sometimes it just makes sense. It leaves these guys to crack on. You know, they're Icklepants, Ozman, they're in the battle. V-Man's not in this battle yet. He's gone for a completely different strategy. He's gone well over the halfway mark on a full tank, sorry, so you might see him switch to the mediums as he comes into the pits now. Switch to the mediums, full tank, and do, you know, a one stopper where everyone else is going to be doing twos. Ozman's trying to take the slipstream around the outside. He's done well there, he's cut the corner back, tried to get a better run out of the corner. Put him right on the back of Icklepants. Again, bumper to bumper coming up to these corners. This is a good corner, I do like this corner. If you get it right, you can gain so much time. As they're coming out still, I'll have a quick flick back up to the front. Sorry, Caliber there, 40.2, quick fastest lap of the race. 10 seconds in front of Lee. But obviously still got to run his mediums yet, you know, so there will be a little bit of time that he will lose to the guys behind, but again, super consistent, no issues, no dramas, just out, picks his apex, picks his line, doing a fantastic job. Same as Lee, she was in the battles at the beginning, managed to break away, get some clean air, you know, concentrate on her racing line, and again done the same, broken away. She has changed to the softs on her second stint, so again, you know, when she'll be on the mediums for the last stint, it's going to give the people behind a chance to gain back onto the back of her. Let's have a look what these mediums doing. So the mediums are running sort of 42s, high 41s as the wear comes in. Yeah, Lee's been doing low 41s pretty much the whole time. So you're looking about sort of 0.8, 0.9 maybe of a lap, of a second difference between softs and mediums. But it will come to the point, as we see, again, Rusty's under half a tank. Icklepants, he's got over half a tank of fuel, so he's fueled slightly better than Rusty. Oz has dropped off the back of Icklepants now at 144. I think he's had a little incident, but he only has quarter of a tank. So you know, it's gonna. This is where strategy comes into play. If he could do, you know, maybe what's he got, quarter of a tank, so he'll probably get another 3, maybe 4 laps out of that. So he knows if he can get down below a 15-minute mark, maybe even high 18-19 minute mark, he should have enough for a full tank. And his softs, he's being chased down by Moz, who again, he's on the mediums, but he did totally fill up his tank. BBA Boss, he's having a sort of quiet race. He's kind of lost the group in front at the beginning. He was on the back of that group of 5 we had, or group of 4 we had, sorry. You know, he was there or thereabouts. He's doing a, you know, steady drive there in 7th position. No dramas so far. Damien Black, he really short-stopped for his mediums, but again, if a V-Man can go 30 minutes on full tank on softs, you know, these boys should technically be alright. You know, they'll get to 20 minutes, full tank, softs, and they should be able to make it to the end without having to worry about fuel. There's a backup here now. As you go down, Cal and Inky Holmes, both on the mediums. Inky's got a lot less fuel than Cal. You know, Cal will be kicking himself, as we see earlier. A couple of mistakes that's happened. He won't be too happy with himself. He's usually up with the top 3 every race. But it's the same as last week, you know, just the pressure of racing with, you know, people as quick as you. Sometimes, you know, you get too eager on certain corners, trying to get a better run out than you normally would, and you just make silly mistakes. That's all it takes in racing these top guys. Is just a simple mistake. You know, you've lost 5 positions. Whereas, you know, dailies, not everyone's up to the pace of these guys. There's a big difference. As I just go back down, still, God's Gift John. He's been unfortunate. He's had a couple of issues between him. I think him, Memrexus, V-Man. They've had a few issues together. But you know, again, you see V-Man here. He pitted after 30 minutes. He's gone on to the softs. He hasn't fully filled up, so I believe he should be able to get to the end. You know, he's going to gain. Oh, Memrexus is there, spun round at the barrier. You know, that's such a dodgy corner coming out of there. There's 3 or 4 things that could quite happily mess you up. As we see the Ozman, he's pitted. We knew that he'd short fueled. He's come back out in 9th, is he? No, 10th, sorry, God's Gift John. Just gone past him down the straight there. Oh, sorry, wrong way. So they're both on the racing softs. But by the look of it, God's Gift John probably has to pit again, unless he's going to drastically fuel save. So Oz would probably want to get past him as quick as he can. With Inky, did Inky pit? Yeah, with Inky pitting as well, that's giving you know, Cal free air there to just get on with it. Try and gain some lap times back again. Just watching what the gap is, 1.5, 1.159. So half a second. As I said, we see God's Gift John's no slouch, you know, so it's not like he's massively gonna hold up Ozman. It would just be where the tyre wear starts to come into it. He's much better on his fuel. Who we got going up here? Moz has come into the pits, he's realised as well. Coming down to 20-minute mark, 3/4 of a tank. Seems if what V-Man's done's right, 3/4 of a tank should take you to the end of this race. 20 minutes. So he's going to come in, maybe try the undercut on the guys in front of him. Got a punk again. As I said, the same as last week. He battles his way through, but he always battling, and then he just seems to end up sort of middle of the pack, coming through towards the front. Nice clean air. He's got through all the hard work. We know that he started on the medium, so he's done his slow stint. He's going to be switching on to the softs. We've got 9 seconds between BBA Boss and them. As you see, Ickle Pants slowly pulling Rusty back in. 1.9, I think it was up to 2 seconds or so, just over 2 seconds. But again, doing a good job on their mediums. 1/4 of a tank. Rusty's only got a smidgen left. See who decides to pull the trigger first to come into the pits. I'll just watch as these two go past, and I'll carry on to see where Liam's calibre is. No, Rusty's staying out. Yeah, as does Ickle Pants. He's just going through the first set of corners there, 14 seconds behind Caliber, you know, but a good nearly 10 seconds in front of Rusty. She's on her softs, so she's got the mediums to come yet. 20 laps, so you're looking at least another 140, 10 minutes. 14, 17, 18, so you're looking maybe another 17, 18 laps from when she pits. So there's a good amount of time there that the guys behind her can possibly catch up. Let's just see how they're getting on. They're doing a great job. What I'll quickly do, I just need to... What's going on? You got realised, man. Yeah, Moz come out just in front of Gosgift John with Oz literally just behind. But again, Gosgift John's probably going to pit again. But not doing a bad job at all. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Right, sorry about that, I'm back. I just had to quickly run in, grab my phone charger because my phone has died. Very unprofessional of me. Let's see, again we're just waiting for the pit stops. The rest of the pit stops, you've got Rusty, Gutter Punk, Ickle Pants, they've all come into the pits now. You know, this will be the proof in the pudding, as they say, when they're going to come out compared to where Moz. You know, boys, they're literally just coming out. You've got, yeah, Rusty and Ickle Pants come out literally side by side. But again, both on the softs. And then you see Moz just flash past in the background, 1.5 seconds behind. Yeah, sorry, I can't see your comment in a minute because my phone is dead. Give me 2 seconds. Great set of pit stops though. And then you go, God's Gift John and Oz still there. You know, I don't think God's Gift John's really holding Oz up too much. You know, no doubt he'd probably like him sort of out of the way so he's got a bit of clean air to try and race on with these lot. But this was going to be the battle now. You see, Ickle Pants is on his softs, he's got more than enough fuel to get to the end. He had more fuel than Rusty in the first place, so you know, he definitely had to, you know, put less fuel in. As you see Eiley there coming into the pits. It'd be interesting to see. She's got to come out obviously on the mediums, on the mediums. See how she gets on now with her fuel. And we'll go from there. Ah, there you go, I'm back on there. Please put on the Ostravato. Hello ESR and RA Cruz, and of course everyone else too. Yep, hello to yourself, sir. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. We've just come to the last sort of stage of this race almost. You know, most of them have done their pits. If you see there, Eileen's come out, quarter of a tank, onto the mediums. What are you going to have, about 10 laps left. If Ickle Pants is going to catch her, he's got to at least be a second a lap quicker than her. You know, and he's got, you know, Rusty, Moz, the real Ozman, all behind him. You know, any slight mistake or overrun on a corner, they're going to be right on him. As you see, Caliber just coming into the pits now. I think BBA Boss will be as well. Again, like I said earlier on, he's had a bit of a lonely race, but he's doing a brilliant job. No issues really. Fingers crossed he can carry on. As you see, Caliber there, he's just come back out the pits on his mediums. There's BBA Boss going in, like we said. 9.9 seconds back to Ickle Pants. They've got their first laps in now, coming out from the pits. Yep, 9.9. We'll keep an eye on that, just in see how it goes. 41.1. See a 45 for Ali coming out of outlap. We've got Rusty Moz. I'm just going to go back, see how we're getting on with these boys. Gosgift John's still going. You know, he's going to have to pit. We've got V-Man just behind. Like I said, I think if it works how it does work, he's going to pick up at least another place when Gosgift John pits. That's a brilliant strategy change. He had a couple of issues at the beginning. Decided to go really long on his first set of tyres. Now he's changed obviously onto, why has he gone to the softs? I think he started on the softs. I have to keep an eye on that. BBA Boss, after he's come out, he's done his medium stint. And there's Cal again. He's had his medium stint, a couple of issues. Got a punk, he's on his last stint now on his softs, good amount of fuel. 1.1 to Cal in front, 5.3 Inky behind. He's got a bit of space around him. If he can keep up with sort of Cal and BBA Boss in front of him, again, they'll push themselves up once a couple of others have done their stops. Okay, Inky Holmes will be kicking himself for the mistake that's happened earlier on in the race. You see Damien back getting all squirrely there over the grass coming out of that corner. Oh, and again, you've got to be so careful with that barrier. So careful with that barrier and that grass. It just wants to spit you into the barrier, and that's it. You're spinning round. Just watch Memorex just now come up to that same part. You see Gosgift John's in the pits there. Memorex is coming around, final corner. Yeah, Gosgift John out onto the mediums. In a big bit of space for himself. As we go back up. We still have these three here. Got a punk, Cal, BBA Boss. Oh, Cal again getting all squirrely coming out of that corner. I'm sure that's where he lost it earlier on, touching the grass on that side. Let's put him out wide for this corner, all onto the marbles. Got a punk there. Look at the time dropping down now as they're coming up the hill, down 0.6, as he's definitely well within the slipstream. Previous lap as well, you see there on the right hand side, Kyle, he's 40.4 was his quickest lap, 0.4 off of the quickest lap time overall. But a couple of little mistakes, just like that, like I said, little mistakes, just give everyone else a chance around you. He likes, he's like Bob Marley, he likes touching the grass everywhere. V-Man doing a fantastic job. Oz here, 3.5 seconds off of Moz. Did he alright with the tyre screeching then? Wait, everything's right, yeah. He had the little bit trying to get past Gosgift John. Maybe held him up slightly, but still, again, he was towards that group at the back at the beginning of the race. He's fought his way through all the way here up into 6th. Let's just have a look. Oh, you see Ickle Pants got still there with Rusty. It's close though, it's just see on the map then, it's getting closer. Moz still there, lurking in the background, just waiting any mistakes to happen. He's definitely going to capitalise on it. Let's see what the time is today. 6.9. It's come down, it's dropped 3 seconds. Equal pants there, setting 140s, 140.9s. Lee's 41.7 was their last lap. So he's about a second a lap quicker. We've got 9 minutes. Gonna have at least what's that? 4 or 5 laps, possibly 6 laps. 141.9. What's he gonna do here? We've done a 140.9. So definitely second quicker that last lap. Like I said, possibly 5 or 6 laps left. He could catch her towards the end, but as some of you know, the tyre wear, if his softs start to go off, the mediums end up being just as fast as the softs because of the tyre wear degradation and the difference between the two compounds. You see Caliber out there doing a good job. WTP Championship, let's go Memorex. Yes mate, unfortunately he's not had the best of races. He was doing a very good job, but I think he slightly pushed someone off at the first corner. And again, fair play to him, great sportsmanship. He waited for that person to regain the track, let him back in front, and obviously carried on. You can never fault a man that does that. But yeah, he's doing a good job there in 14th. We go back up. These boys are all spread out now, this back lot. Memorex is on the soft tank. All these all spread out. Inky Holmes all on his own. You got BBA Boss, Gut Punk, Cal. These three are still. Whoa, Cal banging it off that wall. Absolutely slammed it. Slightly wide on that corner there as well. Again, pushing so hard. Just making these mistakes. It's unlike him. V-Man only had one pit, I believe. I'm sure he started on the softs. If anyone watching, he did start on the softs, didn't he? And he hasn't had his medium run yet, if anyone can remember. All the other boys, I'm sure, softs, pitted, done full tank mediums, pitted softs. He went full tank on the soft tyres, didn't pit. I'm sure he has to do medium still. Here we have Moz there in 5th. Not the best qualifying for Moz, but his race pace has been on point. He's caught himself back up to this sort of the front 6 as such. I was looking at it, got 6 minutes left. She's still got Rusty there, second behind Nickel Pants, still setting fast sectors. High 140s. Nickel Pants 4.5 seconds to Lee. You can see her. You can see her down the road. There she is. Again, 40.9 last lap, 41.7. 8 tenths off over the lap time. This might be where, obviously, you can see the mediums there just starting to come in. 42.2. Oh, wrong way. 40.8. Time is coming down. We've got at least 3 laps left. Who knows? But whilst looking at that, you still got Rusty, still only a second behind Ickle Pants. Again, if he pushes too hard on any of these corners, Rusty is going to be right there to capitalise. Moz 2.5 seconds behind these groups now. Let's just try and find. There's not many battles going on at the minute. Everyone's, like I said, all spaced out. Cal, after another little incident, is, pulled his socks up, got a wiggle on. He's now back onto the charge on the back of V-Man. Yeah, I think so, Shadow. It's looking that way. I'm not sure if they're going to have enough laps. You could do with Rusty and Ickle Pants fighting, but I think, you know, it's down to 4 seconds now. I think they've got 3 laps left. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, depending on what happens. I definitely think if Rusty and Ickle Pants fight, Lee's got no dramas, but the way it's going, they're gonna catch her slowly. Has come across the line now. You're looking, you know, 3 seconds. Exactly. That's why they're racing at this level. And as you can see, you know, the pressure. Any little mistakes, that's it. You're struggling. Andy and Chris, it is indeed. The pressure is on. Ickle Pants, MVP, ESR, Rusty, FTR, ESR. Both race winners, both league winners, championship winners. It's time there. Down to 3 seconds. Split between the Ickle Pants and Lee. Again, see Moz still there, still 2.6 behind. I will flick back. What we've got 3 minutes left, so I'll quickly flick back through the grid to see what's going on, and then flick back to the front for the end. So you've got Cal, as I said, he's picked his socks up. He's all over the back of V-Man now. You see tyres, V-Man's tyres have gone. I think he's done a 1 stop, but I don't think he's done the right tyres. But again, that's stewards. You see Cal goes around them, that he's nice and easy there going up the hill. With his pace difference, he should sprint away from him now. Got a Punk in 9th, BBA Boss in 10th, Inky Holmes 11th. Damien Black going slightly wide then as I flick the camera onto him, he's in 12th. And then you've got God's Gift John, Memorexus, I think the 2 that had the issues earlier on, again along with Damien Black. But as we go back up, let's get back to this group here. Like I said again, Moz 2.4 seconds behind Rusty. I think he's probably fuel saving by the look of it. He's hardly got anything. I know he's only got 2 laps left, but not enough fuel to push. And then there we have it. This is the main bit we want to look at. We've got Rusty here, second, 1.1 seconds behind Ickle Pants, 2.6 seconds behind Lee now. We've got, where are they on the track? They're going to do this lap. We'll see what time remaining when they cross the line. I think it's probably going to be this lap and 1 more lap. You know, 2.4 seconds in front. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to curse anyone, but yeah, they're all doing a fantastic job. Again, there's the difference. You pick in mediums halfway through, picking mediums at the end. It depends how well the race goes on them tyres. Lee done the same strategy last week. Again, that paid off for her. This is very, very close at the end though. I think if another half a lap or so, Moz definitely would have had the win off of her. He'd caught 5 seconds up with sort of a lap to go. Lee, fantastic defensive drive round Dragon Trail Seaside. Fantastic defensive drive last week. Keep Moz behind her for the last 2 laps and then to take the win. So as we're seeing these, Ickle Pants 1.2, 2.1 seconds now. Yeah, hopefully, Deno, hope to see you there, mate. I miss you when you're not racing. You always add a bit of flavour to the pot. Hopefully you're back racing. Obviously I'll see you tomorrow anyway. I'm not expecting anything tomorrow because I'll be honest with you, I haven't practiced for these 2 races. So we're good. It is a close race, yeah, between second and fifth. It has been the whole race, really. We had a little bit of a jump where Ickle Pants jumped Rusty in the pits. I think purely on the fact that he had more fuel, so he didn't have to pit again. As you see, timing's running out. As you see, Caliber coming across the line, fantastic job. Done a really good job. Lee there, 1.5 seconds in front of Ickle Pants. She comes round, hairpin, one kind of corner to go. Whoa, Ickle Pants nearly lost it there. Nearly lost it. Round of applause to Lee. She's driven a fantastic drive again today. Slightly different strategy to everyone else, but again, great job. Ickle Pants in third, Rusty in fourth. Them two been at it the whole race, along with Moz. He comes slowly across the line, that's why he dropped off. No fuel. Again, same as Ozman, 6th place. He'll be well happy with that. As we go quite back for these last lot on here. Caliber 7th, again he's gonna be kicking it. Oh, close race there. V-Man, got a punt. V-Man just takes it. BBA Boston 10th. Coming up round to the last set of corners, you've got Inky Holmes in 11th. Damien Black's going to be in 12th. Godgift John 13th. Memorexis in 14th. But as you see, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic race. Caliber, yeah, as a couple of you put in the chat, Caliber, everyone take a little bow to this man. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. His race pace is sensational. There we have the results. Really good race. I was hoping it was going to be a good race. There's plenty to talk about. There he is, look, pole position, fastest lap, and the victory. Congratulations, Caliber. Great job, great job. I'll quickly run through the final positions for everyone. I don't need to save the replay, I don't think. They should have had it. But I'll go through the race results before I finish. So we have there, Caliber. First place, as I said, fantastic. Hats off to him. I could say every race, you can't let him get away at the front. It's the same as Deno. He does the same thing. You just cannot let them get away at the beginning because they just run away with it. You've got to get in there and get stuck in with them. Lee, you know, again, fantastic job. Different strategy to the racers behind her, but held her nerve. We've seen, no doubt, she would have seen the times coming down lap by lap. Held her nerve. Brilliant job. Mr. Ickle Pants, congratulations on your third. Much better job again. Him, Rusty, Moz, Oz, switching places the whole race. Again, Ickle Pants, more fuel in the pit stop. Put him out in front of Rusty on the last stint. Rusty sort of couldn't answer the 1 second gap. They managed to stay out for the whole time. So yeah, done a good job. Moz there. Ozman in 6th. Cal, he'll be kicking himself. He would be annoyed with himself. He's made a couple of mistakes. V-Man 8th, Gutterpunk 9th, BBA Boss in 10th, Inky Holmes 11th, Damien Black, Godgift John and Memorexis. Unfortunately, they all had little issues with each other, but again, this is the Super League and that's going to happen. Just checking on the chat now. Yes, hello Lee, hope you're doing well. Fantastic race. Done a brilliant job. Hats off to you again. You definitely obviously put yourself up there in the top for the top running now. I'm sure that Nick will sort the leaderboards out, and you know, fantastic race. You can see all your fans here. They've all been egging you on to do a good job. Caliber is fast. You got to get him at the beginning. You just got to stick it into him at the beginning. thanks for the commentary. Yeah, cheers, Heat Seeker. I hope it's alright. This is the first time I've done comms, believe it or not. This is, well, it's the first time. This is the third time. This is the first series I've ever done comms for. Rusty, my man. Enjoyed that. Shame couldn't do that last time. Yeah, unfortunate, mate. You've been there or thereabouts, but you've had the little incidences. Great race today, mate. I think you've done a brilliant job sticking it in with Ickle Pants and Moz and Lee. I see, obviously, Ickle Pants just managed to jump you in the pit stops. But no, brilliant. Very good. Yeah, someone else did mention to me about keyboard for doing comms. In all honesty, I've always wanted to give comms a go, but I prefer racing. I do like the racing. I'm not quick enough to be in this league by no stretch of the imagination. I do alright. But I'm good friends with Ozman, Moz, Inky. So I told him I'd do the comms for him to see how I get on. But yeah, a couple of people said to me about keyboards. I don't know if I'm good enough for that sort of malarkey, but we'll see how it goes, see where it goes. Let's just see what this chat is saying. Just a major F up. Oh yeah, Cal, unfortunately, mate. Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah, good effort, Rusty. Yeah, Rusty, brilliant race. I said we're missing Deno tonight. He definitely would have been up the front. Yes, V-man mediums are mandatory. I hope he's done alright. Again, I'll have to have the stewards will have to have a little look at that and see what's going on with all the things. I think that's, you see these lads are coming on to have another little practice. This is for the last race of the series at Spa. Thank you everyone on the chat. It's been a great night. I hope my comms has been alright and you've enjoyed the racing. Congratulations to Caliber, to Lee and to Ickle Pants, top 3. Hats off to all of you. Yep. And hope to see you all next week.